Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Maddie if you're new here. I hope your day is going well, and today we will be doing a tag because I do Tag Tuesdays on this channel, and today we will be doing the 411 library tag. I was tagged by Stephanie from This Unicorn Reads. I'm very excited to dive into this. I love the library, as you guys probably know, as of my last few wrap-ups have been primarily library books. Let's go ahead and jump right into the questions. Question number one is Information Desk, a book that helped you for any reason. And I'm gonna go with my favorite self-help book that I kind of mention every now and then. It's You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I think this book is absolutely fantastic if you're going through a rough time in your 20s, even your 30s and beyond. Even if you're a teenager, this book just helped me through a lot of really tough situations, and I highly recommend it if you just want to get your life back on track and remember that you are, in fact, a badass. Question number two is the return bin. What are two books that you've recently really disliked and wanted to return as soon as you finished or DNF'd them? I actually have two from this last month that will be in my wrap-up coming up shortly this week, but that would include Air Awakens by Elise Kova. I unfortunately really didn't like this book. It is a teen book. I will go into more depth about why I didn't like it in my wrap-up, as well as The Female Persuasion by Meg Wolitzer. I had to read this for work. I tabbed it up. I did not enjoy this one. I will go into more detail for both in my wrap-up, but these two I ended up pushing through for various reasons, but I just really didn't enjoy them, and I was really hopeful for both, and I ended up just not liking them whatsoever. Question number three is Hold Shelf, most anticipated release that you can't wait to get your hands on, and I am still waiting for Dark Dawn by Jay Kristoff. That is my most anticipated release of the year, as you guys probably know. I can't wait for it. I need it in my life right now, please, thanks, and I think he's still writing it, so come on, Jay Kristoff, let's get that shit done. Please, thanks, because I would like it in September and not any later. Question number four is Community Rooms and study areas, a book that you had to read for class or school assignment, one of those. I'm just gonna paraphrase all of the questions because that's what I'm good at. And I'm gonna go with The Great Gatsby for this. That was the only book that I remember to this day really enjoying for school. I just hate reading things that are doing required reading, basically. I just hate it. I could really enjoy the book if it wasn't something I was required to read, but the second you make no requirement for me to read something, I automatically hate it. It's a very strange thing for me. Number five is Computers, a new sci-fi fave. I was gonna do Illuminate for this, but instead I'm gonna do Lady Mechanica. This is a steampunky sci-fi graphic novel series that has beautiful artwork. Absolutely love it. It is about Lady Mechanica, and she has some badass adventures, and I highly recommend it if you like sci-fi, steampunky, anything up that particular alley. You're gonna enjoy this. Question number six is DVD rentals, your recent most favorite book to movie, movie to book, adaptation. I don't know why I said movie to book, that's not a thing. Or your most recent read that's very cinematographic. I don't want to look at the computer to reread the question because I've already looked at it 3 times, so we're just gonna go with that because I've got an answer for both. And my first answer for the book to movie adaptation that I'm most anticipating right now will actually go to a book that I just recently purchased because I'm changing my mind as I'm filming this. It's actually going to go to the movie adaptation of Crazy Rich Asians. I just picked this book up right after watching the trailer. I'd heard so many good things about this book, but then I saw the movie trailer and I was like, oh, now I actually want to read the book, and I picked it up and I'm very excited for it. The movie looks fantastic. I'm going to be dragging somebody to see it with me because it just looks fucking hilarious. And the book that I would say has the most cinematography aspects to it, I would say, was definitely Jade City by Fonda Lee. I would highly suggest this if you like ninja, assassin, Godfather-esque movies. You would definitely love Jade City, but also at the same time I think Jade City would make an amazing movie. It would be so badass and so cool, so people should get on that. Also, Fonda Lee, I could use 3 more books in the world, thanks please. Question number 8 is Teen Youth Room, a book that you want to share with your kids, your future kids, nieces, or youngins, and I honestly cannot wait to share Harry Potter with some small person in my life. I don't particularly want kids, but I know that in the future of my life there may be someone I know of with a small child, and I can't wait to see someone experience this as a small kid for the first time. That just sounds like something wonderful and magical that I just totally want to see, and I really need to reread this series because I haven't reread it in so long and I've missed it a lot. Question number 9 is Museum Tickets, a book that made you feel more cultured after you finished it. And I don't really know if this book made me feel more cultured because I didn't really end up loving it because I read it at a weird part in my life, but I'm gonna go with All the Birds in the Sky by Charlie Jane Anders. This book is like a really big scale like story about two people that one of them has an affinity for like earth and animal magic and the other one is very computer oriented, and then there's a big war between computers and animals, and it was really cool. But I felt really like smart after reading it, but I just didn't feel like I got some of it, so I'll probably reread it in the future. I enjoyed it, but it was very strange, but I did feel very smart when I read it. Question number 10 is Overdrive / Hoopla, an audiobook that you really enjoy. As you guys know, I don't really read audiobooks. The last audiobook I almost finished was Gemina. It's an amazing series. You should read it. I've mentioned this, I think, in every single tag for the last, like, a long time. So, this one. I guess I was putting them here, and now I'm putting them down there. I don't know. Number 11 is Request a Purchase, a book that you think more people should know about. And I'm gonna go with Tiger's Daughter for this. I think I did that rather recently. This book is so good. It's a female romance in a really cool fantasy world that's Asian inspired, and it's got like some crazy shit happening in it. Number 12 is Librarian, a character that likes helping people, and I think this character would actually disagree with me, but I do honestly think that he likes helping people, and that is Magnus Bane from the Mortal Instruments series. I just think that he really likes getting caught up in the Shadowhunter drama, and that he ends up just kind of going along with these kids, in this book at least, and I just think that he really does actually like helping people, and he's kind of a bleeding soul sometimes. But other times, if you get on his bad side, hoo-wee, you're in for a whole lot of trouble. Question number 7, which I skipped, library book sale or something, a book that you didn't really know anything about but you enjoyed anyway, and I'm actually going to say the Hate You Give. I picked this up, the ARC came in for work, and I'd heard a little bit about it, and I heard that it was pretty good, but it's not usually something that I read all that often. I didn't even look at the synopsis, I just took it home and read it and loved it. It's amazing. It's inspired by the Black Lives Movement, and if you haven't heard of it, you need to get on that because this is one of the best books ever right now. Like, it is really, really good. It's really, really relevant. You need to read it. It should be required reading for everyone, personally. The last question, number 13, is Sanctuary, a book that helped you through a tough time. And I'm going to go with The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one by Amanda Lovelace. I love Amanda Lovelace poetry, and I have been writing some poetry since the fall of last year, and I really, really enjoyed this one. I definitely feel like it's helped me get through several different things and helps me kind of just, you know, remember that the witch doesn't burn in this one, and I love that. It's very powerful poetry, and if you haven't read any Amanda Lovelace, I highly recommend her. She's fantastic. Alright guys, that was my 411 library book tag. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go now guys. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Bye!